Welcome back to Grid Gym, guys. We have Annie Kotar here. Annie Kotar is a teacher. She's a mom. She works out at Grit Gym. She is a super positive person, really fun to have around, always energetic. I love watching you listen to the instruction before we actually go into stuff because you're kind of like everywhere and nowhere all at the same time.
That is pretty.
And then you go for it, and it's fantastic. But can you kind of introduce yourself to the Grit Gym tribe, even though you are part of the Grit Gym tribe,
right?
Or all the people that don't know you.
I'm Annie Kotar, and I live in Iowa City, and I teach at Elizabeth Tate High School. I teach English, and I'm an at-risk coordinator, and I've been working on it Grit for a couple years.
Yeah, killing it,
so,
getting strong.
Two little boys, one 13 and one 9. So
what is it like having going? Is there a difference from 12 to 13 years old?
Well, he just turned 13 on Friday, so we're still sort of feeling it out.
Yeah.
He said he felt different, though. I asked him on his birthday.
Oh, really?
I said, "Do you feel different?" He said, "Physically, no, but mentally, yes."
Oh,
Very
he's
different.
He's mature
in that right. So.
Well, every time I see him, his pants just keep getting shorter and shorter.
Yeah. We had to buy some new clothes recently.
Super tall.
Yep. So busy. Busy person, but
How old is Rito?
Rito's 9. He's in 4th grade. Yep.
Oh my God, he's gonna be a big boy.
Yes, both my children have huge feet, so I think they're both gonna be really tall.
So what was from being a mom, before being a mom, when did exercise start for you? When did it start being a thing for you?
I probably when I was 8.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was a swimmer for most of my childhood. Yeah.
You're going back.
Yep. I think that's when it started.
Yeah.
At Flossmoor Country Club on the swim team. I swam through high school and then was sort of looking for something, I think, in my early 30s, late 20s, early 30s, because I missed that sort of competitive drive and just being active. So then I started running and practicing yoga, and then I was told this was a great place, actually by my ex-husband, and we all work out here now. One big happy family.
That was kind of interesting when that started. Yeah. I was like, is this what, you guys sure? And you're all like, yeah.
It's fine.
What's the matter with you? You're the weirdo.
Right.
Me, not them.
It was great. Good recommendation. Actually, other friends too, but Derek and some other moms. So.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, me too. I needed something new and a new challenge and something to motivate me.
Because you hadn't really lifted a lot before, right?
No, I did no strength training. Well, yoga. I did some yoga, which was sort of like isometric, I guess. Or
you do some isometric stretching, like holds and stuff like that. But it's not like you're picking up additional. Because really the only way to add additional weight to yoga would be to wear a vest or to gain fat.
True. That's true.
Yeah, so you're not lifting barbells off the ground.
The last time I lifted was when I was swimming in high school. Yeah. When we would have gym time. Yeah. So, yeah.
How were your biceps back then?
I don't remember what I benched.
Were they popping?
Yeah, you have big shoulders as a swimmer too. You're like all shoulders, all shoulders, and yeah.
So what's it been like? Have you noticed a difference from not lifting before and just being a traditional runner and swimmer to being more like you're deadlifting weights that maybe are a little bit scary to you, or throwing medicine balls at the wall, doing stuff that you're not really used to doing? Have you noticed a difference?
I have, yeah. I've noticed endurance. I've noticed endurance-wise, yeah.
So the lifting added to your endurance?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was one of my goals, and I think that it has, yeah.
Have you gotten a full chin-up yet?
No.
Just body weight? Not yet?
No.
Still
no, yeah. That was on one of my goals, too.
I know.
So, yeah, I need to...
It takes people underestimate how, the length of time that it takes to get there. Mm-hmm. Almost everybody can get there, but it takes a little bit of time to figure out, for the body to coordinate and get strong enough.
Yeah, I would say my upper body strength has definitely improved. I've always had super strong legs, but yeah.
Can you still beat up your kids?
The bigger one's getting close to being able to beat me up, though. And he can run a lot faster than I can.
Oh, no!
Yeah, his mile is smoking, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's got a trail of dust behind him.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
It's like a blue streak.
We did run for the schools, the Iowa City School District. Yeah, we did it together.
What, did he get competitive?
We started, and he went, like Roadrunner, and finished in like,
You're like
23 minutes or something.
Did you really?
The 5K, yeah, it was
That's pretty
ridiculous.
good.
Yeah, my time was not. Yeah, I was impressed. Anyway, so
You did not
there
get
comes a
20
day
minutes.
when you get smoked by your children.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good thing. Like, it's like the teacher. Like as a teacher, like you always want your students to be smarter than you, right?
Sure, right? Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
it's
If you really did your job.
if
then,
you right. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Sometimes people handle that better than others.
So what's it been like to consistently continue to work out, even though, yeah, I mean, being a teacher's got to be pretty stressful, especially like the age groups that you have
Yeah.
and the stuff that you're involved in, and then being a mom on top of it. Time has to be a dwindling resource.
Sure.
How do you keep on making yourself get your workout in?
I think that's just it, is like time. I love my job and I love being a mom, but there's so many things to pack into the day that
Yeah.
So I started coming at like 5:30 a.m. to the
Yeah.
5:30 class, and that's been a great time for me.
Cool.
It's like my time. I've carved it out because if it doesn't happen, then it's not going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
In the evening, because
Right.
my boys have so many sports and piano and jazz band, and they're just really busy. So if I want to fit in my workout, which I know I always do, then
Yeah. Is that
So it's
like,
a balancing act, you know.
Is that always easy? Is it like, because I know that somebody's going to be watching this and being like, oh, well, it's easy for her. She's like made a habit of it, and it's harder for me. So
Right.
that's why I don't like. Do you think that it's easy for you every morning when you wake up? And
No.
feel like you're, yeah.
No, but I think it forces me to make better choices.
When you do have your workout.
Like when I know that I'm going to get up at 5:30, like I might not have a glass of wine, or I might not decide to watch that extra Netflix show, or
Yeah.
stay up later when my kids go to bed. Like I'm just like, nope, you need to go to bed because you're going to be exhausted when you need to get up at 5. So I mean, it's been good. I think it's been. I did have to train myself for sure, and there's lots of days that I'm like,
You mean up front? Like
yeah,
up front, you
I
were
had
just
to
like,
start to go to bed earlier and like
Yeah.
make lunches and such beforehand at night. But I think the talk that I have with myself, which I've heard other 5:30 a.m. people talk about this, like the talk we have with ourselves every morning,
Yeah.
every time the alarm goes off is like, okay, you're gonna do this today, you are, and then once I'm up, I'm fine and I'm good,
Yeah.
and I'm always glad that I did it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I have that talk with myself every day.
Oh yeah.
That it would be easier to just stay in bed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I set my alarm clock at least 12 steps away from my bed, so
Oh,
that
so
I have to put my feet on the ground and get up and go.
Yep.
Otherwise, I know because I sleepwalk so bad.
Oh, that's
So
scary.
I would just like turn it off in my sleep. I'd never.
Yeah, and have no recollection.
None.
Yeah.
So like, but even then, when I do get the alarm clock, I'm like, I could go back to bed. I'd go back to bed. But like, you gotta just force yourself.
Yeah,
to do it.
you need to have your strategies, and that, different things work for different people.
Yeah.
And I've always been a morning person, so I mean, yeah, I'm not saying it's easier, but I do think that I enjoy working out in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the end of the day, you're.
By 8 o'clock, I'm totally exhausted.
Yeah.
Like I'm ready for bed. I'm not gonna lie, I'm ready for bed at 8 o'clock every night, but it doesn't happen every night.
Are your boys ready for bed at 8 o'clock?
No,
every
that's the
night?
problem.
That's
No.
the problem.
And sometimes they have soccer until 9:30, 10 o'clock. So
I can't. Yeah, you've told me the schedule with them before.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my god, like, seriously, we didn't do that.
yeah, my son plays ISC, and when they can get field time,
Right.
especially when they have to practice indoors, is when they can play. So
Yeah. Nuts.
I know. I couldn't stay up until 10 o'clock playing soccer, so I don't know how they do it. But they're 13, so
Maybe that's it.
yeah.
I don't know. That's the joke, right? Is that if you could bottle the energy of little
Yes.
kids, you would be able
Yes.
you'd solve all the world's energy
And
problems.
just like drink it like all throughout the day, like those 5-hour energies.
yeah,
Ugh. But yeah,
just drink your kids' energy.
yeah.
There's a joke in there somewhere. I don't know what it is.
I don't know either. That's going to be the next weird sci-fi film.
So what other things have the decision to work out leads
Mm-hmm.
to the decision to go to bed earlier, the decision to maybe do things that are more efficient uses of your time.
Mm-hmm.
What are some are you better nutritionally when you are you better mentally and
Yeah, I
better
think.
in other way because you chose to do that one thing first thing in the morning?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, and I think, I think it's a whole lifestyle switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're working that hard and being that dedicated to doing something, I don't feel like you just want to, put garbage in your body.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I think you're more mindful just in general. Sometimes, this is a really weird, funny, thing I've noticed too. Sometimes,
Can't wait.
At 10:30 in the morning, I get really hungry. But it's been so long since I worked out, 5:30,
Yeah.
I forget that it even happened. And I'm like, why am I so hungry? I'm feeling so good and hungry and oh, you worked out this morning. But that many hours have gone by, I'm ready for lunch at that point. Do you know what
exactly.
I mean?
Yeah, I was about to say that. It's no wonder you're hungry, but
think
to
if
you,
you
it's it's only 10:30.
Yeah, and I think if you forgot you did something, that's a good thing, right? I don't know, that it couldn't have been that bad.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
I think it's a good thing. Okay.
I think it's a good thing.
I noticed that weird phenomenon that I'm yeah. But no, I think every facet of my life, I think it definitely makes me more patient at school and at home, and my mood,
which is
more,
pretty
even
important for you.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, flying off the handle.
Being a teacher,
My students all the time.
Just flipping out, just yelling at them all the time.
Yeah, you need a sense of humor.
You
need a sense of humor.
I was being
to be a high school
I was
teacher.
being super sarcastic there. I was not being serious
Yeah.
at all. What's the at-risk stuff? What?
So my job is split. I teach 4, 5, and 6, periods 4, 5, and 6 English.
Okay.
And then in the morning, I have another job, which is a pull-out program for kids who are struggling academically. I kind of work one-on-one with them or in small groups.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's just a little bit of a split job. Okay.
I would have been one of those kids, yeah.
And it's something that I maybe just work with them for a week or so, and then they kind of got their grades up, things are improving. But we just, the population that I teach, and every student probably in America goes through struggles,
Yeah, I would imagine at some point. Yeah.
Not everybody's just riding high all the time. And people go through things, so we're just an extra support, basically.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and always trying to be there for kids and help them be successful. So.
Do you think seeing these kids and seeing them in that way, do you think that's part of the reason? Because I know that I'm not just asking for me, but there's a lot of people that would want to know how Annie stays so positive all the time.
I'm not positive all the time.
Oh, but people think that you are.
Well, they can. That's good, I guess. That it's working. Something's working. I'm tricking.
No, because even Rachel's the most positive person I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
And she's even I love it when Annie's there because Annie's so positive and so happy.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, she always is really excited when you're in the workout at 8:30.
Yeah, which I don't get to do a lot, but when I do, it's awesome. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm sure definitely physical activity contributes to my positivity. Definitely. And enough sleep.
Yeah.
Big one.
So you think sleep, exercise. Do you think it's just a decision that you make when you wake up in the morning, or is it something you consciously do, or that you're just?
I think it's not something that maybe as I get older, I notice that I have to consciously do it more. I don't know if you notice that. I'm okay, you're feeling really crabby or bad for yourself, but look at all the things that you have to be grateful for.
Yeah.
So I think that's more been my new mantra is gratitude and trying to live in the moment, and when I am having a bad day, I think there's so many things that I have, my health, my kids, a good job, But but not everybody can be like that all the time, so.
Be all happy all the time? No, I don't think so
no,
either.
No.
I think this is a weird idea that we have as a society just as a whole. I know I'm getting kind of deep there, but
no, I agree.
It's you're supposed to be happy all the time. It's that's an absurd expectation. There's nothing wrong with being sad.
That's true, and some of our most beautiful art and literature and music has come out of lulls or darker times. So I think there's a time for all emotions, but my students say that too. You're always happy, and I'm no, I'm not.
Listen
always
here,
happy.
you little brat.
Yeah, I have bad days. Maybe that's just it. It's trying to learn how not to take it out on other people, but yeah.
That's good. Then, do you think that's your main that's your main strategy? Is you kind of take a self inventory or a self audit?
Maybe a little bit, and also if I am really cranky, wondering what is it that's making you, feel so negative. And oftentimes it's just I didn't get any time to myself that day.
Yeah.
You notice any time to myself, I didn't go to my 5:30 class, or I didn't, get to take the dog for a 20-minute walk or whatever, just to have a little bit of you time. And I think a lot of women in particular and moms like feel like they are somehow being selfish if they take that time.
I hear that a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, from moms that I work with. They feel like really selfish if they want to go have a coffee at, or one
with a friend or
whatever it is, and it's
walk through TJ Maxx by themselves for a half an hour. Like, it's not a lot to ask.
Not get asked a question for 20 seconds.
No, and I think that those are like what you need, like to nourish your soul. Like you need to talk to your friends, you need to work out, and make sure that you're listening to like what you need.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I hear a lot of moms say that. That's the thing. It's like a guilt, and it's like, I don't know if you should like feel guilty for doing something good for you. Right.
So my mom is like 65 and in incredible shape. She is, I'm telling you people, she is the hottest 65-year-old. And she, but she has been such a good role model for like healthy eating and exercise. And I mean, she has so many friends, and I think it's kept her, positive. Yeah. I think it's kept her healthy, physically healthy.
For sure.
So, I mean, my parents have been good role models as far as that's concerned, but my mom in particular.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it is. So
I have one parent that is extremely healthy, and the other one.
Well, I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to call anybody out. It's like, wow.
I have like the two opposite parents.
Role models in other ways.
One of them is like either you're gonna like drink a half gallon of chocolate milk on his way home from work.
Yeah,
or
right.
Nachos,
I've seen your dad in here though.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. It's like, that's Adam's dad? That little skinny guy over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your mom's tough, so.
She seriously is. She's a no linebacker for sure.
She is a tough lady. Yeah.
But, so are you going to do the district? Are you going to do the New Year's challenge?
The Biggest Loser?
Yep.
Well, it sounds like I need a team because I feel like for myself to be the biggest loser, that's probably not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But if I had a team, and it's like percentage wise, so if anyone wants to, team up.
She's recruiting her team. You heard it here.
We have till January 17th.
Right.
It sounds like so.
Yep. And Grit Gym starts the first. Ours parallel right with the Biggest Loser.
Oh, okay.
And the way that we're doing it is we're doing a body composition challenge.
See that? Okay.
So whether you gain a bunch of muscle or you lose a bunch of fat or you do both.
Right. I like that.
The biggest change. And
so
ours is
killing
3
two birds with one stone.
Yeah. I don't remember. The Biggest Loser for the district is there's 3 people per team? Ours is 3 people per team.
You can do it individually, but you can also have a team, and I can't remember what it said, how many could be on a team. But you can do it individually.
Yeah.
So, but working with a team's more fun.
Yeah.
I think.
And it makes you show up more.
Right. Accountability.
Yeah.
That's the other thing about 5:30 is that I have like this, Eric always said, oh, the 5:30 people are good. They are. They're great.
Yeah, they really are.
And if you're gone for a while, they're like, where?
Hey, where are you? Where are you at?
So, yeah. Accountability is important, I think.
It really is. Like, all of us are going to do it. I mean, every single study that ever comes out, even the ones on, like traffic violation stuff.
Yeah.
When people have not just like when people are given an incentive, like a positive incentive versus a negative incentive.
Oh, sure.
Like the positive incentive, only goes to like 40% of people, but the negative incentive goes to like almost 100% of people. Almost 100% of people are like, oh man, I better or this bad thing is going to happen.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I think it's positive to show up at 5.
Yeah, I do.
So for me, I guess I don't know.
I don't know what negative thing that we would.
I don't know
I wouldn't
either.
want to anyway.
I don't know.
I don't do well with rules, so it doesn't really.
No.
Yeah.
I noticed that a lot of adolescents don't either. So.
Yeah.
It's been interesting.
You thinking of your boys right now?
No, I'm thinking of my students or
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's cool. So we've got the New Year's Challenge coming up on the January 17th, and then you said before that you're going to come to the nutrition presentation next week too.
I am.
Why?
I'm thinking about bringing my sons, plural.
Both of them.
Yes.
So what?
Because they don't listen when I say
your mom.
but they'll listen to you. So I'm going to bring them.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah.
They like you, so. Yeah, I'm going to come. It's on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
At 7.
It's on Tuesday. It's at 7:30. Well, people start coming in. We'll start the presentation at 7:30.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but people start coming in at 7.
So one of the things I thought about doing in January was a whole 30. Have you ever?
Oh yeah, we've had a lot of people do the whole 30. Yeah.
So I'm really considering it. So, I'm thinking long.
What's it like?
I'm really committed yet. I brought the book, but I'm like, oh, maybe I could get some ideas.
I think like before you start anything like that, you got to ask yourself why you're doing it. Like, are you doing it for body composition change? Or are you doing it for a lifestyle change? Or are you doing it just because your friends are doing it? Or like,
I think
getting clear
in
on
a
your
weird
intention.
way, I just want to prove to myself that I can do it.
Yeah.
For
can
30
understand that.
days,
Sure.
and then hopefully develop like some new, even better habits in
Yeah.
in the mix of it. So, but I think like the food prep that is required to do it, I need to see what other people are doing and get some ideas, because I don't have time during the week, which I'm sure a lot of other people who are watching don't either. But
Well, that's why you food prep, right?
right,
Because
Sundays
so
or
that you
Saturdays.
can compartmentalize some of the.
Yeah.
Some
So
of
I'm curious.
Yeah. I actually personally, like, people are, I think a lot of times when I talk about this stuff are kind of surprised to hear that I actually really like these kind of like, I don't know what you want to call them, like crash diets or whatever.
Gimmicky.
Yeah, because the ones that have a short time frame, like the whole 30 days, right?
Yeah.
Because it just disrupts all of the kind of the habits that you have going on at the time. And like,
Right.
usually that is going to lead to a good thing.
Right, mix it up a little bit.
Like, I don't think anybody's trying to say that you should do the whole 30 forever.
Yeah, it would be hard. It's extreme. I mean, you have to cut out like all sugar.
Yeah.
So,
Which is silly in itself, because really sugar, there's nothing inherently wrong with sugar. It's when you have mountains and mountains and mountains of sugar.
yeah, that's true.
It's when you add sugar to your coffee, and then you have a Pepsi, and then you have a pizza, and then you have, you know,
Yeah.
you just keep on. I love pizza.
It's going to be hard. But no, I don't think I eat a lot of just refined sugar in
Yeah.
the holidays, though. Whoa. But besides that, yeah.
It's pretty
holidays
easy
are-
around the holidays, like Thanksgiving and Christmas. There's just all this good stuff all the way, like
Yeah.
everywhere around you.
Yeah.
You see a cherry pie with like a bunch of like sugar on top.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like, yeah, I'm gonna eat that, and I'm not gonna feel one bit bad about it.
And all the wine and all the, yeah. It's just like, it's a lot of sugar.
Are you craving wine right now?
Not right now, no.
Twice.
I like wine. I do, I like wine.
I really
and it has
like
a
wine
lot
too.
of sugar.
What's your favorite wine?
I like red wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what's your favorite in the red wine?
I like French. I like Côte d'Aron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're sticking with the French.
Like the medium bodied.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the French. I think that I like some Italians too, and California, but just seems like you can get a lot of good French wine for inexpensive. Yeah.
You can buy anymore. You can buy like those big, huge things of wine. Like
Right.
anytime I see those and they're like $5, I'm like,
I know. I feel like it's a headache waiting to happen.
it just looks like a terrible hangover.
Yeah. They put like everything in a box now, even water. It's weird.
Water in a box.
Yeah.
I have seen that.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. But all right, well, you ready to wrap this thing up?
Sure.
What would you like to leave young moms, maybe teachers? Well, definitely teachers, because we're talking about the school district. So,
Yeah.
what last words of wisdom or words of encouragement, wherever you want to go with it? What would you like to do?
I would say, I always tell people to come try Grit Gym, by the way. And I would just
thank
say,
you.
that I love it, and it's a commitment, but it's a good commitment. So I would say if you're looking for something new and challenging for the new year, and I think it's a place that you would stick around, because you'll really like it.
I think that's a good point.
Yeah.
Like, you have to do something that you can stick with long term.
Oh, yeah.
And if it's not helping you, then you're going to know pretty upfront.
Yeah, you have to want it to come, and I don't know. I know how hard it is to be a working parent in general. So I just think that you got to find something that works for you, and this has been great. This has been yeah.
We love having you. You're awesome.
I love coming.
Yeah.
And it's it fits in with my lifestyle, and I've also sort of built my lifestyle around it in a way. So I think
Sure.
that's kind of a good melding right there.
You have a really nice, your mindset, like, built on a solution. Like,
Oh,
Like, you
great.
find solutions. You know what I mean? Just like
I'm trying to teach my children to be like that. So I sometimes wonder if I am. Yeah.
well, I think you do. Like, I think, like, you kind of just find solutions. Like, even in, like, if there's not enough medicine balls for a certain exercise, like, I don't know, you just kind of find, like, little ways to do things. I've noticed.
Teachers have to solve a lot of problems a day.
Yeah, I would imagine that you
So
have to be
all
on
you
your
teachers
feet.
out there, you know how many problems you have to solve a day, and it's honestly, if we tried to keep track, I don't know if we could.
That would be awful. It'd be so hard to keep, because you'd be, like,
It's kind of
constantly doing it.
entertaining.
Kind of entertaining.
It's kind of entertaining. It's
You just have somebody in the back of the classroom just telling.
telling the problem solving. Whew. It's a big one.
I would imagine
Or
it makes
I
everything
guess you
better.
could call it decision making or problem solving, but yeah. They're about the same.
Yeah.
Anyway, did I say everything that you wanted me to say?
I don't know. You can say what you can say whatever you want.
Okay. Come to the food, dietary nutrition demonstration on Tuesday.
I'm gonna have to go back and write down how you just said that.
Yeah. I'll be here.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. Really
Thanks.
appreciate it.
Thanks for
This was
having
awesome.
me.
Yeah. Really cool. A different time of the day too. I haven't never done one of these at this time. So
Yeah,
it's
thanks
fun.
for being flexible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna
All
sign
right.
off. Thanks for being here.
Bye,
I
bye.
appreciate it. We'll see you guys
Good
tomorrow.
luck with The Biggest Loser.